Hey, what's up, YouTube? Bearded Brad here. Week two, first week going no hands, so we'll see how that works. Hopefully, the reviews are a little easier, but we'll have access to both hands. Let's jump into it. So, I said I was going to be doing some reviews of some bearded products. First one we're going to have this week is the Beardaholics Anonymous Manly Beard Oil. It's made by A&E Apothecary out of Finley. Talked to my friend Ashley, and she recommended this to me. It's actually her company, and her and her mother went together to make products that didn't use harsh chemicals, used some essential oils, maybe a little healthier approach. And let's face it, it's not expensive either. So I'll put a link on the description. You guys can check it out. They make a oil and a balm. I have both. I'm gonna do a review on both, but you can kind of see the beard's looking a little dry. You can see it in the light there. It's kind of flying away. I intentionally didn't put anything on this morning, thinking I was going to be doing this review later on. So we'll give it a shot. Like I said, a few ounces here. Just give it one or two squirts. That's going to get you going. Just kind of work it through the hair. Like I said, just gives it a little extra shine. It's healthier. It's going to help the hair grow. It's going to help, you know, avoid some of the shedding and issues that you have, as you start to grow out a beard out longer. And then you just kind of do what you need to as far as style wise. You can poof it out. You can slick it down. Kind of work on the goatee, whatever it might be. I've actually started running it through my hair at night before I go to bed. As I oil the beard up before I go to bed. And yeah, there's definitely a shine there. It's not greasy. It absorbs pretty well. Give it a few minutes, and it kind of works itself in. But it'll at the same time it'll keep your hair moisturized. So good stuff. Check them out. Like I said, it's got a nice citrus smell to it. And again, I'll put the description as well as the links in the description. So I said I was going to talk about God, guns, country, a couple different things, and unfortunately I get to talk about all three this week in one event. So by now everybody's heard about the Orlando shooting. Terrible tragedy, and I'm not even going to go into the fact that it was a gay club. It was a Muslim or a Islamist extremist doing it. I'm not going to talk about the different weapons. Let's just face it, my heart hurts for those people, and I just want to thank the law enforcement and the first responders that have been working tirelessly over the last week or so to try to alleviate some of the pain, find some of the answers, and eventually allow these people to continue moving on with their lives, as terrible as that sounds. So yeah, huge shout out to those guys, and definitely prayers and thoughts to the families and friends and just the community of Orlando. Obviously, the little boy with the alligator, also terrible. So yeah, a lot of hurt in the world. So before anybody gets on the comments and starts talking about how I mentioned Muslims or Islam or guns or gays, it has nothing to do with that. We're talking about evil in the world. We're talking about sin in the world. I'm not worried about pointing fingers at this point. I definitely think there's a time to heal first, and I think love is certainly the answer. That's something morally in my foundation. We need to take better care of each other. We're called to do that in several places. Primarily, I'm going to point toward the Bible because this is my YouTube channel. So, yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. We'll get into that later. I didn't think this week was appropriate to start talking about guns too quickly. I have another review I'm going to do about the A&E Apothecary balm, probably the next couple days. So that's about it. Being an Ohio guy, I got to say good luck to the Cavs on Sunday night's game, and hopefully we can bring that one home. And speaking of Sunday, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I am a father. I have two daughters. And happy Father's Day to my dad and to all the other dads out there. I know there's dads out there without families. I know there's families out there without dads. But if you get a chance, I don't care how estranged you are. If you haven't talked to your dad in 10 years, call him. Send him a letter, send him a text, send him a tweet. I don't show him my video. You guys will have something in common. You can both subscribe to the video. But no, I mean, dads have a huge role, as do mothers. But it's something that unfortunately I think has kind of went by the wayside. Men are expected to work hard, and men are expected to provide for their family. And but let's face it, at the end of the day, let's go back to something we just talked about. Men are expected to love their families, to guide them, to lead them, and that's something we can't lose sight of. There's a lot of kids out there that probably think, man, if Dad would have only spent a couple more minutes with me each day. So get out there tomorrow, take that bike ride, go get the ice cream, grab a slice of pizza, give them a hug, tell them you love them. I don't care how silly it sounds for a man to say I love you. It's not silly at all. That's what we're designed to do. So that's all I have for now. Keep watching the videos. Be patient with me. I'm trying to get this going. Joe, thanks for pushing me to make this next video. Like it, subscribe to it, give me a request on what you guys would like to see me talk about. I'm not good at this. I'm just talking to a camera. It's kind of weird, but we'll keep going. We'll see how it goes. If eventually people say, please stop, I might, or I might not, just see if I can get more reviews later on. But in the meantime, be blessed, be bearded, and have a great week.